His name became synonymous with ruthless drug trafficking and unimaginable power. Joaquin Guzman Loera, known globally as El Chapo, carved an empire built on illicit trade and brutal violence. From the dusty, impoverished hills of rural Mexico, he ascended to become one of the most powerful drug lords the world had ever seen, rivaling Pablo Escobar. His story is a chilling embodiment of ambition, a narrative steeped in violence, and a stark reflection of the illicit drug trade's dark allure. El Chapo's reign reshaped the landscape of organized crime, leaving an indelible mark on Mexico and beyond. His eventual downfall, as dramatic as his rise, serves as a profound cautionary tale. Joaquin Guzman Loera was born in La Tuna, a small village nestled in the rugged mountains of Sinaloa, Mexico. His childhood was marked by extreme poverty and a lack of opportunity, common in this remote region. This environment often pushed young men towards the only viable path to wealth, the drug trade. He entered this dangerous world in the 1970s, starting at the lowest rung. Guzman began cultivating marijuana and poppy fields, learning the intricate mechanics of the illicit business from the ground up. He initially worked for established cartels, proving his worth through cunning and a willingness to employ violence. Guzman quickly demonstrated an extraordinary aptitude for the drug trade, combining shrewd business acumen with a terrifying ruthlessness. He rose through the ranks with remarkable speed, earning a reputation for efficiency and brutality. His strategic mind allowed him to outmaneuver rivals and consolidate power. By the late 1980s, Guzman had established his own formidable organization. This was the birth of the Sinaloa Cartel, a criminal enterprise that would soon dominate the global drug market. Under his leadership, the cartel became a force unlike any other, built on a foundation of fear and loyalty. El Chapo's genius lay in his ability to forge strategic alliances while simultaneously employing brutal violence against his enemies. He cultivated relationships with corrupt officials and rival factions when it suited his purpose, then unleashed devastating force when necessary. His methods were both sophisticated and savage. He pioneered innovative smuggling techniques, including elaborate tunnels beneath the US-Mexico border and hidden compartments in vehicles. These methods allowed the Sinaloa cartel to move vast quantities of narcotics with unprecedented efficiency. His network spanned continents, controlling a significant portion of global drug markets. The cartel trafficked an astonishing array of illicit substances. Cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and marijuana flowed through his channels, generating billions of dollars in illicit profits. El Chapo's empire was a global supply chain of addiction and despair. El Chapo's reign was defined by extreme violence, a constant and brutal assertion of power. The Sinaloa cartel engaged in bloody turf wars with rival organizations, turning parts of Mexico into battlegrounds. These conflicts left a devastating trail of death and destruction across the nation. Thousands lost their lives in the cartel's relentless pursuit of dominance. The violence extended beyond rival gangs, often targeting journalists, law enforcement, and innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. Fear became a pervasive element of daily life in many regions. Guzman was also known for his elaborate security measures, designed to protect him from both rivals and authorities. He maintained a vast network of informants embedded within communities and government agencies. Corrupt officials at every level provided protection and intelligence, allowing him to operate with impunity. His heavily armed enforcers formed a private army, ready to defend their leader at any cost. El Chapo became a master of evasion, repeatedly slipping through the grasp of law enforcement. His ability to disappear and reappear only fueled his legend and notoriety. Each successful escape cemented his image as an untouchable figure. His most audacious escape occurred in 2001 from a maximum security prison. He reportedly bribed guards and was wheeled out in a laundry cart, vanishing into the night. This daring feat captivated the world and further amplified his mythical status. In February 2014, El Chapo was arrested in Mazatlan, Mexico, following an operation by the United States DEA and the Mexican Navy. He was imprisoned at Federal Social Readaptation Center No. 1. But on July 11, 2015, he once again escaped the authorities. By means of a tunnel leading from the shower area in his cell to a house on a construction site nearly a mile away, he was able to flee the facility. The tunnel was equipped with artificial lighting and ventilation, and a motorcycle was found, which was believed to be transportation for both him and material. With each evasion, his notoriety grew, transforming him into a symbol of defiance for some. He was seen by certain segments of the population as a modern-day folk hero, a man who challenged authority and provided for his community. Meanwhile, he amassed staggering wealth, estimated in the billions through his illicit profits. The relentless pursuit by Mexican and international law enforcement agencies eventually tightened its grip. After years on the run, El Chapo was finally recaptured in January 2016. His capture was a monumental victory for justice, but it also highlighted the deep-seated corruption that had allowed him to thrive for so long. Following his recapture, he was extradited to the United States, a move that many believed was essential for a fair trial. In a New York courtroom, he faced a mountain of evidence meticulously gathered over decades. The prosecution presented a compelling case detailing his vast criminal enterprise. Guzman was convicted on multiple charges, including drug trafficking, money laundering, and conspiracy to commit murder. The verdict marked the definitive end of his reign of terror. In 2019, he was sentenced to life in prison, a fate that sealed his dramatic fall from power. El Chapo's conviction brought an end to one of the most notorious chapters in the history of organized crime. His dramatic fall from the pinnacle of the drug world to a federal prison cell served as a stark reminder of the inevitable consequences of a life of crime. No amount of power or wealth could ultimately shield him from justice. His story remains a chilling case study of the drug trade's devastating impact on individuals, communities, and entire nations. It illustrates how ambition, when untethered from morality, can lead to unimaginable destruction. The violence and corruption he fostered continue to plague Mexico. Yet El Chapo's narrative also illustrates the enduring, dangerous allure of power and illicit wealth. His rise and fall serve as a complex, tragic testament to the human capacity for both immense evil and the relentless pursuit of justice. His legacy is a permanent scar on the fabric of modern history,